you are looking forward to ask from us. That's why I can be able to help you out.
Actually, yeah, I am looking for Europe study visa. I have few clients for Europe study visa, and they are preferring to go with spouse.
Mm-hmm. All right. So for spouse,
So
so
what
what
good
are their
options we
backgrounds?
have?
I want to know the academic backgrounds. What do they have attained?
Uh, Actually, thing is this: I have three, four customers. One of them is like a +2 pass out
Mm-hmm.
and with a humanities background,
Mm-hmm.
and yet has not given any IELTS or PTE, but
Mm-hmm.
she can score PTE score, not an issue.
Mm-hmm.
And same way, one is from commerce background, one is from arts background, one is from medical background. So my first preference is for arts student with humanities with
Mm-hmm.
spouse. If we can go for Finland.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
As per the new rules, let me tell you, 1st November 2024, they have made their great changes in their immigration prospect. Why? Because they changed from their counterpart from their studies, post-study work, everything. But when I talk about
Okay.
Finland, Finland is one of the Scandinavian countries. The word I use, Scandinavian,
Right.
because it's not
Yeah, I know. I know.
any Tom, Dick, Harry. Don't use the academically sound student I want. I use the word academically sound. Academically sound doesn't means he's just having 60, 65. So that academic sound along with financially sound. Two things are required, academically and financially.
Okay.
And these things, that means the sole intention of the student is to going not to settle, but to study and to get a working opportunity and then take that opportunity back to the home country. These are the things. But
Okay.
we know that the main intention of the student is not to study, but to work and get the PR in general, in
Second.
conjunction,
Yeah.
in North
Exactly.
India, in North
Exactly.
India. So,
Yeah.
Bhavna, I will not
Yeah.
discourage the student to go. What happened? There is some channel is there, channelization is there, right? So, what will happen? My
Mm.
team will assess the application. So, assessment will take 1 business day to 3 business days. First of all, it is not that
Okay.
cooking a recipe in the kitchen and getting delivered to the customers. It is that we have to wait and watch the academically background. Sometimes what happen? We need to look after with the courses programs that has been opened or not, because from 2nd of November the universities and colleges across the EU countries has opened their welcoming the admission process, but it not rely
Right.
everywhere, it not applicable everywhere, right? So we have to first
Okay.
see whether the student program is available in the university or college, or whether it is good
Okay.
to study over there, right? Two things are there, right?
Okay.
But the
Right.
thing is there, you can send the application. That is not the big thing. What I'm trying to say is there, we have to understand the student things, because what happens sometimes the student is saying, kindly send me to that area where I can easily work, easily study,
Mm.
and the
Mm.
tuition fees will be very, very reasonable. So I have a
Right.
100% scholarship for Italy, 100% scholarship for
Okay.
Hungary, right? With a less than 5,000 euro or up to 7,000 euro, I have a tuition fees such as Latvia, Bulgaria, Romania, right? Or in
Mm.
like universities of, like I will say, in Italy or in France. So like paid work placements are there, internships are there. So we have to figure out
Mm.
as per the program, or as per the he have done his higher academics, so which country is the best
Mm.
suited. If I talk about business or for about anything, so I will suggest for them a different country. For art literature, a different country. For a
Mm.
luxury, a different
Okay.
country. So according to the program we have come up. For hospitality, I generally give, first of all, my preference would be Bulgaria, Romania, and Latvia. Why?
Mm.
Because the fees are less than 7,000 euro, number one.
Mm.
Second semester, they will get a paid work internship in entire Shanigan anywhere,
Mm.
and a second internship in
Mm.
the final year or in the second year, they will going to a J1 visa on US. So we have to understand the status of the student academic, right? Then only we can be able to
Okay.
propagate. Why? Because it's very easy
So
to
do
say.
I have to share a PDF of documents of the
Absolutely.
student?
Yeah, absolutely. My
Okay.
team will
Right.
be
I will
guiding
share.
you all the way from top to bottom approach.
Okay.
What happened? For
Right.
example, it take 24 hours for the assessment, right? In the assessment,
Right.
we will
No
write for
problem.
which program, which intake, What are the documentation required for the offer letter and application fees?
Right.
How much is there? And if there any
Right.
additional charges are there, interview is there, so how to prepare for that, right? So here
Okay.
everything is customized as per the requirement. Why? Because if we say we had a
Right.
very huge success means
Mm.
when an embassy will see the profile of the student, they will come to
Mm.
understand it has been generically coming. Why? Because the motivation letter has been outlined before the things. Because we do the 70%
Right.
of the homework before lodgement of the things. Because getting an appointment is not the big thing. Getting a
Mm.
interview cleared, getting a things merely done, making a student to go to the institution and then the post landing services
Mm.
and then assisting them and guiding them with all together makes the sense go. It's not about getting a visa, we go
Mm.
over there and then we switch off the phones. Likewise, people do. But with us, being a
Mm.
like best groups or HEIIC has
Mm.
only one thing that when we are doing giving a higher
Mm.
education and we giving the information, it should be as per the standards maintained by the government of education of the particular country. If I talk about France, our
Mm.
entire information will come from the campus France, which will giving the visa to the student. If I talk about the Italy, so Ministry of Education, from where the guidelines has been issued to the embassy to issue the visa. So our material will be derived the counseling from there. So Bhavna, we have a very strict counseling portion. So if somebody align with us, they take our memberships, they become a training, they become associated with us. So they get enjoy a lot of services. Why? Because we are the only indigenous platform where we are working with more than 800 years old university. Yesterday, there was a webinar where we are invited. Entire HEIIC team was there.
Mm.
There was a webinar with the one of the prestigious and old university, 828
Mm.
years, where Galileo and Copernicus was their student. So that is University of
Okay.
Padua. So they don't roll out the invitations of anybody. In India is very big. You also
Mm.
know, right? There are so many
Mm.
consultants, so
Yeah.
many education companies are there, edutech platforms are there, universities are, colleges are. They are not calling everyone because they need to see to whom they are giving, rolling out the invitation. They are good to fit to listen
Mm.
to the criteria or not. Because we are the only
Mm.
people in North India which are promoting the government funded programs. If it is a 100% scholarship, government funded program. If it is a stipendian, Hungary is there. So again, it is from the government university. So we are very much
Mm.
specific about the protocols which we need to follow
Mm.
time to time and course to course, student to student. Everything is there. Now I think you get much of the outlines how we work, Bhavna. You got.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's
So
not
the
easy also,
second
it's
thing
not
is this,
difficult also. Two things are there. It's not easy also, it's not
yeah,
difficult. Because according to the
difficult
student,
also.
we will guide them.
Mm.
And we
Right.
don't run behind the
And one
student.
thing more, out of these European countries,
Mhm.
which countries allow the travel of spouse with them, with the student?
I will say that if I talk about Italy, Italy also give the spouse. If I talk about France, France also give for the spouse. If I say about the Spain, Spain also give. Finland, Finland also give. We need to understand when a person can bring his spouse or dependents. The right word is dependent. Spouse is the wrong word.
Mm.
When he or she
Okay.
can bring their dependents. The right. So what happened when a student
Okay.
is in a PG program, postgraduate program
Right.
or master's program? That is the fantastic time that a person can come. But when the bachelor's degree
Okay.
comes, we generally say,
Mm.
first of all, you travel alone. You spend at least
Okay.
1 semester to 2 semester. Figure yourself,
Okay.
stabilize yourself, and then you bring your spouse.
Mm.
Then you bring your spouse.
Okay.
Only university students are eligible in any EU country in bachelor's to bring their dependents. That too after 1 year.
Okay.
But we strongly
Right.
recommend them. We strongly recommend them when you are on a work permit or you on a job search visa. When you have secure
Mm.
your like work permit or job search visa, then you bring your
Mm.
dependents. Why? Because when you your itself is not established, so how come you will be able to do so? How come? And the chances of
And
getting
what will be the status? What will be the status of the, like, dependent visa?
if I talk about the dependent visa for the PG program or masters, the duration of
Mm.
the like visa for they have granted to study, the length will be the same. If it is a 1 year, it could be a 1 year, it could be a 2 year, it could be a 2 year. likewise. Or
Okay.
sometime it happened 2 years of study followed by a 2 years of like a stay back option, or 1 year of study followed
Mhm.
by a 2 years of work like stay back option. That means a dependent can work up to 3 years or 4 years. And likewise,
Okay.
in case of a PG program or master's program. But when we talk
But
about
in some cases,
bachelor's,
like, G.
then the things are different. But for example, if it is a 3 years of study followed by a 2 years of
Mhm.
post-study work, so I will recommend in the
G.
last semester, in the sixth semester, a student should apply his spouse or dependent to come to
Okay.
France or any country, and then they will get a 2 years stay back over there. That is
But
a good.
like we have few cases where husband wife wants to travel together.
Not
In that
possible.
case, what option we
Not
have?
possible. Not possible at all. I will say
Not possible.
not possible because you
Okay.
are getting this consultation from that person who enjoy the different status in India, because my information is not challengeable. Why? Because the thing is there, when somebody goes to some country where they don't know the laws, they don't know the living cost, they
Mhm.
don't know anything, even they don't have secure anything.
Mhm.
So how come somebody take the burden of another dependence, get along with that? It's not Australia.
Mhm.
It's not Australia. It's
Okay.
not any other country which are giving
Okay.
facilitating from the day one the things, right?
Mhm.
Altogether. So masters is something different ideology. They understood the level of upon whether study duration is very less, but their working status is very long.
Mhm.
But in bachelors, they need to
Okay.
study 3 or 4 years. So accordingly, they have to make up their minds.
Okay. Right. Okay. Then let me have a word with my clients,
Mhm.
and if they agreed with the this.
Bhavna, let me tell you, it's not about them to agree. The days are gone.
Okay.
They have to understand the scenario, right? If they will follow
Right.
the rule will follow them. It is not about that
Right.
France, Italy, Spain. Now, it is very difficult for a Punjab student or Haryana student to obtain a visa.
Mhm.
Mark my words, why?
Right.
Because they see them as a
I,
hotspot area, red spot area, because they
right.
think
Right.
that they are not a genuine student, right? If it is from a
Students,
South
yeah,
India,
they just
if it
want
is
to
from a
settle down.
Delhi,
Yeah.
it's from a Chandigarh, they are a good student.
Mhm.
And this is a very good thing
Mhm.
that now they considered as a like a threat. Why? Because when we think, we have to refrain the things, we have to understand, because student has to
Mhm.
abide the laws, because it is very much important. If they want to work 20 hours or 30 hours, they need to focus on their studies
Mhm.
also. They have to balance their studies also. It's not about
Right.
studying 12 years, 15 years in non-assignment basis, right? We are least interested with
Mhm.
the student. We are interested with those students. They can have a mark upon difference. They want a PR, they will definitely get a PR.
Mhm.
They want a scholarship, they can get 100% scholarship. A student from BTech
And
level,
are your team like, do your team is also assisting in education loans as well?
our offer letter are so powerful. If it is placed in in front of any nationalized bank or private bank, they, by seeing the
Mhm.
name of there, they issue the loan. They issue the loan.
Okay.
So
But
we are the
you are not
prestigious
assisting
university.
in
We are the
education
prestigious universities of
facility.
the world. So when our name comes,
No, that I understand.
hmm,
Right. But you are not assisting in education loans.
we don't do. That is that counterpart student has to
Okay.
see with the check back with the
They
like
have to
banks,
see.
with the banks. They can
Right.
directly go with
And
that. Why they have
usually,
to need the
it,
intermediator? Why they do need?
right, right.
Because
Okay.
when the
And
bank has to given the loan, they have to see which
hmm,
student for which university and what he or she is having in India.
okay. And my another query is like, if a student wants to go for a work permit only, so do we have those options as well, or
We have
only
a job search
education
visa.
sector is?
We have a job search visa
Okay.
that is after studies, and we have a skilled. When we talk about skill, so
G.
skill means not a lawyer but a
Okay.
doctor. Why? Because law of India and law of Europe doesn't work. But a doctor can go. A healthcare professional can
Hmm.
go. Not a nanny. Nanny is
Okay.
something different, right?
Okay.
So when we are
Okay.
talking, we are talking about the professionals in the occupation. It could be in a trade. It could be not on a trade. Skilled basis. In skilled basis. So Germany is looking with
Okay.
90,000 from the next year, right? And then Australia is going
Okay.
to very soon shoot up with the like students who has done their graduation in India with 3 to 4 years with the
Hmm.
7 different streams. So according to stream, according to, and even although if they have a work experience is all right, if they don't have, then also they are eligible with their dependents.
Okay.
So things are there.
Okay.
We have to understand which country is demanding what kind of occupations. professionals in demand,
Okay.
occupations in demand. So if we qualify for that, they will
Mhm.
definitely get the visa. It's not there. Very soon, like
Okay. And
Bulgaria is coming.
do we have
Bulgaria.
do we have any skilled visa for chefs?
No, we don't have. So far, we don't have. But in
We
future,
don't have.
near future, we might be having. We might be having. Not sure.
Okay.
Because we
Right.
are not a employment agency. We are here as a
Mm.
consulting management organization. We are
Consent.
as a educational head. So we have to look forward with that. We can put on with a person with a
Okay.
job search visa of 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year.
Mm.
They can go over there. They can search. We have a Germany job seeker visa, Sweden job seeker visa, Austria job seeker visa.
Mm.
So they can go over there for up to 1 semester or 2 semester. They can look forward with that. If
Mm.
a person is qualified enough, and they can go on a like a Portugal job seeker visa, or they can go for a like a Germany opportunity card for 1 year. We have such thing. If you want such thing, we have to see if applicant is eligible. He or she can go, and that is the biggest opportunity. Na? That
Okay.
is a job search visa, open job search visa, or you can
Right.
say the
Open.
open work permit
Okay. Okay.
accordingly altogether.
Right. Right.
So I
So they
think
have to search for a job, and
majority of
if they
the
get the
questions,
job,
Bhavna, I have
their
cleared with
visa
you.
will be
Majority of the
extended.
question.
Yeah. Right. Right. Right.
So if
Right.
you want
Right.
our membership, my team is there that can guide you with all the process that how we can get into, because we are with the prestigious universities, and across India we have so many partners, academic partners like school, colleges, university, which comes on the daily basis platform and exchange their views and have the business inertia to work upon with that. Because we are
Mm.
least bother of the agents, education consultants, because now the market has distorted,
Mm.
and it is the end of the era of the business consultancy. You know it very well. So
Mm.
altogether,
Right.
professionals will stay in the long tenure.
Right. Right. Right.
So things are there.
Chaliye,
So
done. So my queries are clear. So
mhm.
let me have a word with my
No
clients
worries, no
and
worries. And it's a really
let's
nice
see if things
talking
can
upon
work
with
out.
you with the things, and wishing
Yeah.
you have a great day. Right, thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.